At the beginning of the film, we are shown a car carrying 6 teenagers and experiencing a flat tire in the middle of a road far from the city. The car swerved at high speed, causing one of the women to hit her head. This group of teenagers consists of 3 women and 3 men, where the woman in pink is named Sarah, the woman in the green jacket is named Karen, and the one whose head was hit is named Jody. Yeah. The boys consist of a boy in a blue shirt named Jeff, a boy in a shirt named Todd, and his friend in a white shirt named Erie. They all want to go to visit their friend's house in a remote town, which is so remote the cars that pass along this route can be counted on the fingers. At first, everything went fine, and nothing was suspicious at all. Todd, as the car owner, planned to replace the car tire with a spare tire. None of them suspected a thing. Moreover, they have 3 men, of course. Something like changing a tire is not a complicated matter. Sarah, who is active on social media, still had time to ask her friends for selfies to post on her social media status. However, because the location is so remote, signal coverage in this place is very difficult. Sarah, who wanted to immediately post her photo, walked in the opposite direction for 3 meters, and that's where the signal finally appeared. After finishing with her status update, Karen found flowers lying around. It was as if this place had claimed someone's life. A few minutes later, the weather was so hot and scorching that Jody and Karen took shelter behind the car. Meanwhile, Eric, who needed to pee, immediately went into the bushes to relieve himself. Instead of helping to change his flat tire, Todd, the car owner, was busy dating Sarah and left Jeff to change the tire alone. Not long after, Sarah, who was hot, and followed Jody and her friends to take shelter behind the car. Jeff, who was struggling alone, was complicated by the slightly downhill road that made his car tire roll away from him. As he was picking up the tire, Jeff accidentally saw a bullet in the middle of the road. Meanwhile, his friends were busy chatting, and in the middle of the conversation, Todd was startled by the sound of a key falling. Seeing his car tire rolling, he chased it to the end of the road. At the same time, Sarah intended to see the condition of the tire that Jeff had changed, but she was immediately shocked when she saw Jeff had died horribly. Sarah, who you saw that, was just silent and unable to say anything. In such a short time, Sarah had to be hit by a shot that came from nowhere. Karen and Jody were also still unaware that there was a threat in front of them. And when Sarah turned around, how shocked everyone was when they saw Sarah's eyeball had been pierced by a bullet. And at that moment, she had to be hit by a second shot that made her fall in the middle of the road. Karen, who realized that there was a sniper in the area, immediately shouted and told his friends to take cover behind the car. The sniper, who noticed their movement immediately, fired several shots, one of which lodged in Todd's shoulder. Eric, who did not have time to approach the car, had no choice but to take cover behind a tree trunk. Those who were continuously shot and not given a break to run could only rely on the car as a shelter. None of them expected that this traveling moment would turn into a massacre and disaster for them. Awesome. And it was clear that the car tire burst was definitely caused by the engineering of a psychopathic sniper whose exact location was still unknown. 1 hour later, they began to be confused about what they should do.
Karen, who was the child of a military family, assumed that the psychopathic sniper used a silencer that